day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the National Football League. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers, so that's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They run the play fake here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, they're there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Nice footwork at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into a down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin from 17 yards out. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Miles Boykin who caps it with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Set. 51. I got you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, here's the option.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 57 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's in. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27.
Pickett now on first down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. On the give, this is Harris.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 16. Pickett.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now two fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Back to throw. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Pickett back to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. These They hand this off to Harris.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Touchdown! George Pickens, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off play action. Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Pickett. Harris has it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got this to Pickens.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Finding Pickens for another catch.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To throw again on second down.
Pickett.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Come on, set, Viking 18.
But first down, Hurts. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw here, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 31, Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
Hurts going to take this himself.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check one, check one. Watching it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At about the 32.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's second and from the 37.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
first and 10, it's Pickett.
Buying time to his left.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A give to Harris. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try the right side with Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Pickett now on first down.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now. Make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Boswell for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Let's go now.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Sanders has got it complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Come on. Set. Liking 18.
From the 38, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Ready?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Ready, set.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will game. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Pickett.
Forced out to his left.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pickett. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Steven Sims there to make the grab.
And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he's got it.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.